Hello, I'm Stefan AQ3D, and in today's video I'm going to discuss the new and upcoming Paladin class. On the PTR at the moment, if you're a legendary Kickstarter, you have the ability to test out the Paladin class and will have it unlocked in your class select screen. As of right now in the PTR, the Paladin class does not have a character page icon. In fact, this is what you'll find if you go to your page while using this class. No need for alarm though, it's bound to get its picture updated soon, as that's a minor thing and nowhere near as important as getting the class and its mechanics done properly so the class plays and feels just as good as an awesome character page picture. Fun fact, the class select picture for the Paladin at the moment uses the Warrior's picture, but like I stated moments before, this is a minor thing, likely to be finished before the class releases on live servers. So what are the mechanics of the Paladin? On screen right now I'm going to have a brief summary of all of the powers the Paladin has. You're more than welcome to take a moment and pause the video if you like, but I'll break down each of the abilities here in a moment. The Paladin's auto attack. As you can see, the icon for the auto attack is unchanged from any of the other classes and will more than likely not be changed. The auto attack of the Paladin repeatedly attacks an enemy just like every other class, but adds to it. The auto attack will consume a charge of Ardent Virtue to deal double damage. In order to acquire Ardent Virtue, you need to cast one of two spells, Sanctify or Holy Shield, and I'll get into what those spells do and what they are later, but that's all you need to know at the moment. By casting Sanctify or Holy Shield, you acquire either one stack of Ardent Virtue from casting it on yourself or two stacks of Ardent Virtue when you cast one of those spells on another player or NPC. When you stack two Ardent Virtue buffs, they do not multiply each other, so you're not going to get a ×4 auto damage attack. Instead, you're going to get two double damage auto attacks for the cost of one Sanctify or Holy Shield if you casted Sanctify or Holy Shield on another player or NPC. So my tip for this class would be that if you're in a group and you have a tank such as a Guardian holding the boss's attention, that you spam Sanctify and Holy Shield when they're off cooldown on the tank. Unless you have a group and you got people standing in fire who are near death, or you have someone playing Genji and is constantly saying they need healing. The tank should be your main focus so you can pump out extra DPS and kill the boss quicker. Onto the Paladin's main damaging attack, Radiant Blade. Radiant Blade, as the description reads, slashes an enemy with a beam of searing light, deals extra damage to undead, has an attack power of 100, costs 50 mana, and is on a 4-second cooldown. Radiant Blade is a pretty straightforward ability. This ability does cast a blind debuff on the target, which causes regular attacks to have a high chance to miss. So when fighting a boss, you're going to want to make sure you're using this ability as much as you can so your tank doesn't have to keep being the boss's punching bag and can take a few breaks between punishments. Sanctify will heal yourself, another player, or NPC with Purifying Light while damaging all nearby enemies. Its healing power is 150, its attack power is 30, costs 120 mana, and is on a 10-second cooldown. Now, when I was testing this, it does do some damage to a group of enemies, but not a lot. Kinda like throwing a paper airplane at them randomly during the fight, but the healing was pretty amazing. At the moment on the PTR, the Paladin's healing ability is 150 and costs 120 mana. And the Guardian's, even on live servers, is at 40 healing ability, but at the cost of 200 mana. All I can say about this power at the moment is that AE is definitely going to take a hit on their Dragon Crystal health potion sales. It definitely looks like the Paladin is shaping up to be a great support and healing class, but it gets even better. The last normal ability the Paladin has, which I mentioned earlier, is Holy Shield. Holy Shield creates a divine barrier around you or an ally which lowers incoming damage. Each attack that hits the barrier returns mana to the Paladin and deals damage to the attacker and can withstand 5 attacks. This ability costs 100 mana and is on a 12-second cooldown. Now after testing this for a bit, the damage reflect back isn't anything too great, and the mana regen is alright. You won't gain all of your mana back instantly, but you will gain more mana than it costs to cast the power. Just another good power to keep up at all times. But finally, the Paladin's ultimate power, Divine Judgment. Divine Judgment, you explode with righteous power, pretty much going Super Saiyan, damaging and stunning enemies while strengthening all nearby allies. Its attack power is 175, costs 125 mana, and is on a cast time of 0.75 seconds. Its stun prevents all actions for a short time and lasts for 4 seconds on a single target. When it strengthens nearby allies, it increases their attack by 20% for 10 seconds, and also gives you 1 stack of Ardent Virtue. I gotta say, this ability looks just as awesome as all the class ultimates and definitely fits that paladin feel. I was unable to test how much more damage a nearby player would have been able to do after going full Saiyan, but more than likely it wouldn't have been too much more than what they were doing normally, but still a good power to be using when it's up in a group. All in all, I gotta say I'm liking the paladin a lot as it is at the moment on the PTR, more than I thought I would have. If you have any questions that I may not have answered in this video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to reply to you as soon as I can, assuming you're not asking me where Cicero hid all the secret socks in the game. But, as always, I'll see you in the next video, or in game, whichever comes first.